Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for the latest news and information from the city of Greensboro. Vision statements for municipal projects need to include the right words and phrases in order to create a comprehensive plan that leads to the best Greensboro possible. To help craft the most effective vision statement, the city has placed input stations at 3 library branches to make it convenient for residents to share thoughts about the current draft of the vision statement. Public comments up to this point have helped staff in the planning department develop proposed goal topics for the new comprehensive plan. The input stations are located at Blanche Benjamin Branch Library, located at 1530 Benjamin Parkway, Kathleen Clay Edwards Family Library, located at 1420 Price Park Road, and McGirt Horton Library, located at 2501 Phillips Avenue. The input stations will remain on site until Friday, December 21st. The input will help to finalize the goals and vision statement, which will then lead to creating strategies and policies for accomplishing the goals and vision. This would result in the city's new comprehensive plan. The current plan is 15 years old. Faces of Diversity, a permanent art installation featuring 3 faces from Greensboro, is on display at the Greensboro Cultural Center. The piece, made entirely of upcycled glass, is part of an international social art project by artist Edwin Gill. It contains 827 fingerprints from Greensboro, celebrating the diversity of the community for years to come. The fingerprints were collected from participants at panel discussions and community events hosted in October at the International Civil Rights Center and Museum, Greensboro History Museum, Green Hill, and LeBauer Park. The 3 faces featured in the installation include Raven Dial Stanley, Christopher Allen Holmes II, and Sergeant Victor Sanchez. This project is made possible through Spark Grant funding from Downtown Greensboro, Action Greensboro, and Synergy, as well as the Weaver Foundation, City of Greensboro, Greensboro Downtown Parks, Simula Foundation, and Quaintance Weaver. Additional partners include Casa Azul of Greensboro, the Fresh Market, Club Fitness Greensboro, and Dance Project. The Greensboro Cultural Center is located at 200 North Davie Street. For more information about Faces of Diversity, visit Edwin Gill's website. Greensboro Parks and Recreation will host Lake Townsend pontoon boat rides. This is open to people who want to scout for migrating and wintering waterfowl. All tours depart at 3 p.m. from Lake Townsend Watershed Park, which is located at 6332 Lake Townsend Road in Brown Summit. The rides are scheduled on January 13th, January 27th, February 10th, February 24th, March 10th, and March 24th. Space is limited, so you will want to reserve a seat. The boat rides cost $7 per person, and the tours last approximately 1.5 hours. Life jackets are provided and binoculars are available upon request. For more information or to reserve a seat, call 336-373-3741. In an effort to help each of us improve our quality of life, the city has partnered with Cone Health for a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Let's check in with our friends at Cone Health for today's News for Your Health.
Hi, I'm Nadeem Akhtar, one of the psychiatrists here at Cone Behavioral Health, and we have Neil Mashburn, our physician assistant. We're going to talk about an important topic. As we know, the winter is coming, days are getting shorter, there's going to be decreased sunlight. It can affect people in certain ways. Some people can have depression and sadness. So we're going to talk to you, and we're going to take you through winter blues and beyond, and how to and when to get help for it. Now we're going to talk about how to recognize the winter blues or holiday blues. Some of the common things are people may start feeling sad or unhappy for no reason. Some people may actually start overeating and they're spending more time in the kitchen. Some people may sleep less, some people may sleep more. Although the nights are already longer, but they go to bed early, they wake up late. Some people may start complaining of headaches, irritability, having more arguments with the family members. Some people may start not wanting to go to the gym or cut down on their outdoor activities. People may feel tired and amotivated, exhausted. Some people may start indulgence in more alcohol and drugs and feel more worryful and start having more anxiety symptoms.
Here's some tips for coping with the holidays. Number 1, set realistic expectations. Make a schedule and stick to it. And in that schedule, be sure to put plenty of downtime for yourself so you can relax and enjoy the holidays. Also, be sure to get plenty of rest, continue to exercise, and try to eat healthy. Take a break from social media. Spend time with your family. Engage. Turn off that computer, shut off that cell phone, and be involved with the family.
Now we're going to talk about the warning signs of winter blues. It is important to recognize it so that you can get help. Some of the common things that can happen is dysfunction. Dysfunction can be in any way. You can start skipping school, not going to work, calling in sick, amotivated, not able to do the things that you were enjoying before, like social activities. Other things to worry about is hopelessness. People start feeling as if there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Crying spells. You're getting more irritable with the family and friends, and small things bother you too much. Feeling of guilt, as if you're recalling the past events which are traumatizing. Excessive sleepiness. Not taking care of your personal hygiene. The most important thing is some people start losing weight. If the loss in weight is more than 5% or the gain in weight is more than 5%, it's definitely a sign that this is more than winter blues. You may turning into a major depressive disorder, and it is time to get help.
So when and where to get help? Again, if you have feelings of hopelessness, anxiety, and depression that seem particularly intense and don't go away, or if you're having suicidal ideation or a family history of depression or mental illness, you can always talk to your family doctor, or you can call Cone Behavioral Health, Kernersville Med Center. We're here. Thanks for joining us. We hope we've been able to provide you with some helpful information. If you or someone you care about is experiencing depression or the holiday blues, help is available. For more information, go to conehealth.com/behavioral health.
It might seem a little early, but if you plan to exhibit at the annual Earth Day celebration, now's the time to get it on your calendar. We'll have that story and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Greensboro Parks and Recreation has selected Innova Disc Golf to design a disc golf course for the second phase of the Keeley Park development. The Keeley Park Disc Golf Course will be designed to challenge both advanced and beginning players. The course will include 2 sets of tees for most holes to better serve the different skill level of players in the community. It will be able to meet the needs for tournament and recreational play. Innova has produced 3 of the top 10 rated courses in North Carolina, including the #1 rated course at Ashe County Park in West Jefferson, according to DiscGolfReview.com. The design team will be led by Harold Duvall, master designer and owner of Innova, with 30 years of experience. He is also a 2-time disc golf world champion. The Kathleen Clay Edwards Family Branch Library is accepting application for exhibitors who want to participate in the annual Earth Day celebration on April 6, 2019. Exhibitors should be prepared to provide hands-on activities related to nature, STEM, environmental issues, gardening, and alternative energy. Attendance at the Greensboro Public Library's annual Earth Day celebration typically exceeds 2,500 visitors, featuring more than 50 exhibitors. There is no fee to exhibit, and admission is free. The deadline to register as an exhibitor is February 15, 2019. For more information, send an email to Melanie Buckingham at the Greensboro Public Library. The Greensboro City Council adopted new rules regulating the use of stand-up electric scooters. The new ordinances include rules for how riders should act, as well as regulations for scooter share businesses. Council also created a permit pilot program for businesses that operate a scooter share program that uses the public right-of-way. Businesses must obtain a $500 permit and pay a $50 fee per scooter. Residents who use stand-up electric scooters, including rental scooters, are expected to adhere to rules such as only riding the scooters on city streets with a speed limit of less than 35 miles per hour. Riders should be on the right side of the road, stopping at traffic signals and stop signs and yielding to pedestrians. Scooter riders may use bike lanes, and wearing a helmet is strongly encouraged. Businesses are responsible for scooters being properly parked and must educate customers about safe operating practices, parking rules, and applicable laws. Businesses must also report usage and crash data to the city. In an effort to spotlight and celebrate local artists, business owners, community builders, and essentially the next generation of leaders, the city is proud to partner with Action Greensboro to introduce our Made in Greensboro series. This day, we place the spotlight on furniture maker Sam Rouse. Sam Rouse graduated from the prestigious Chippendale International School of Furniture in Scotland. Creating things with his hands gives Sam a sense of enjoyment. After finishing school, the Goldsboro native and his young family of 3 returned to North Carolina. Sam was walking down Elm Street and took a turn onto West Lewis Street and stumbled upon The Forge. Simply put, Sam says, "We moved to Greensboro because of The Forge. It showed the type of support a maker like myself wanted." The Nussbaum Center helped him get started. Local businesses close to The Forge, like HQ Greensboro, have also helped him in the early stages. Sam says Greensboro has a wealth of information and knowledge. "I've adapted quickly and can easily call Greensboro home now." In addition to making and creating furniture, Sam would one day like to eventually start a makerspace for woodworking workshops. Walt Disney is one of Sam's heroes in the business world because of his work ethic and desire to do everything to the best of his abilities. To learn more about Made in Greensboro or to see more images taken by photographers Jerry Walford and Scott Mothersbaugh, visit the Action Greensboro website at madeingso.com. The Greensboro Transit Authority is excited to upgrade its line of buses. Coming up after the break, we'll tell you about the upgrade and how the city of Greensboro is leading the state in innovation. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Transit in Greensboro will be more environmentally friendly. The city is rolling out its first line of electric buses, making Greensboro a trendsetter in North Carolina. Joining me now to tell us about the new fleet of buses is Kevin Elwood. He is the Marketing and Communications Manager for the Greensboro Transit Authority. Hello, Kevin. Welcome back.
Hello, Carla. Good to see you.
Always good to see you, too. So why is the city switching to electric buses?
Well, public transportation has been relying on fossil fuels for a number of years, and of course, over time, our buses have gotten more fuel efficient. But we're always, just like the entire transportation sector, always looking to reduce our amount of fossil fuel consumption, also looking to reduce maintenance costs and to reduce the amount of emissions that go into the air. And so battery electric buses have come with a proven technology across the country in order to be able to meet some of those needs.
Okay, so it's always good to reduce our carbon footprint. I know back in the day the buses used to have that big plume of smoke.
Yes.
When you'd see them take off at the traffic lights. So speaking of the resource that fuels these buses, how do they work? What's the power source?
Well, unlike a diesel bus, which is powered by a combustible engine, it is actually powered by an electric motor, which is located in the rear of the bus, and it powers the bus, which of course gives forward movement. The electric motor is given power by a series of batteries, which is located on the bus. And those batteries provide the electricity to operate everything on the bus, from the tail lights to the air conditioning and heating systems to the fare box and even the operator controls and doors. And so that electricity is what provides the power in order to run the electric motor as well as the other options on the bus.
Okay, and this is very innovative for the city of Greensboro as a municipality to have this kind of forward-thinking vehicle in your fleet.
Well, yes, GTA has actually been trying to remain a leader when it comes to environmental efficiencies. And so over the years, we've looked at different avenues such as diesel electric hybrids. We've also built a LEED gold facility for energy conservation. And so this just seemed to be a natural next step for us in terms of reducing the amount of fossil fuels that we consume for our public transportation services.
Okay, so these buses sound like they're going to be top of the line. When the rider gets on, will there be any special features that they notice on their ride?
Well, yes. One of the first things that they will notice is how quiet the bus is. Because there is no loud diesel engine, you're not going to hear or feel an engine. I like to describe it actually as driving in a golf cart, because that's about how quiet it will be. Of course, you'll probably hear some sounds that you normally wouldn't hear on a bus because it's masked by the diesel engine, such as the coins jingling in the fare box or even the roadway noise underneath. And so in addition to that, they're going to find a rear window as well as a moonroof, which will provide additional lighting inside the bus and help to remove claustrophobia for some of our riders. And finally, because our riders are so mobile, we're actually installing USB ports on these buses, so they'll be able to plug in their mobile devices as they're traveling on GTA.
Okay, kind of like being at the airport.
Exactly.
You don't have to wait for the plane. You're going to be riding and plugging in at the same time. You mentioned diesel fuel was the big consumption piece. So what will be the return on the investment? Are the batteries going to cause you to need less fuel?
Well, actually, because we're going to be relying on electric batteries to run the electric motor, we won't be consuming any diesel fuel at all. The power to run the batteries, to run the motor, will actually come from overnight charging stations that are located at our maintenance facility. We're also going to have a quick charger located at the depot where we'll be able to charge the bus from 10% capacity to 80% capacity in about 5 minutes, quicker than you can charge your phone.
Yes, that's amazing. That's technology working in our favor.
Yes.
Now, you've told us all about the great features on the bus, how it's powered, how it's made. When will we actually see the buses zipping around town?
Well, we have 2 buses that have been completed so far, and we have another 11 that are in various stages of production. The buses will be entering service January 28th, and I believe we'll be starting off with 2 or 3 buses and then adding more as we get them in. Also, as we have our operators trained so that they'll know how to safely and efficiently operate these units.
Okay, and how far are the buses coming from? Where do they get produced?
Well, actually, these green buses are coming to Greensboro from, ironically, another green city, namely Greenville, South Carolina. Okay. They're being manufactured there, so they're built right here in the USA. And then once they're completed at their plant, then they bring them by flatbed up here to Greensboro, where we'll be putting them into use.
And the rate will stay the same?
Yes, the rate will remain the same.
Okay, well, thank you, Kevin. This is all exciting. I know this is always fun for you and your team when you get new toys to play with. But I think, as I said earlier, putting Greensboro on the map once again as a trendsetter.
Well, we believe that this was really an important turn for public transportation, especially since we're going to be the first municipality in the state to be able to use battery electric buses. So we've been following the process, and if anyone would like to take a look at the photographs of the buses in production, feel free to visit our website at ridegta.com.
Okay, well, thank you for stopping by. I'm looking forward to zipping around traffic and around town and seeing the buses come and go.
Well, we look forward to taking you on your first ride with us.
I am going to ride, yes. I like the buses. They're really great. Come back and see us.
Will do.
Stay tuned for a little-known fact about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. One way to stay informed about what's happening in the city is by attending or tuning in to city council meetings. The Greensboro City Council meetings are open to the public, but if you cannot attend, we broadcast the meetings live right here on GTN. And we also stream the meetings live on the city's website. Council meetings take place at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesdays of the month on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building located at 300 West Washington Street. The first meeting of the month includes public comments and special presentations. Meetings on the third Tuesday of the month focus on public hearings and city business. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. Developers and homeowners think about opportunity, access, and availability before investing in an area. East Greensboro has it all: available land, diverse housing, a skilled workforce, and incentives for investment. A new economic development campaign for East Greensboro is being led by the nonprofit group East Greensboro Now. Simply titled Invest East, the campaign is a result of collaboration with the City of Greensboro and the Chamber of Commerce. The city is extremely proud to be part of this initiative to capitalize on recent development in East Greensboro and to support a number of accomplishments on the horizon. A renaissance is taking shape on the east side. North Carolina A&T State University, Publix, United House of Prayer, and Self-Help are investing in East Greensboro. To find out more about living, working, and playing in East Greensboro, visit eastgso.com or contact East Greensboro Now. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendar for all the great events happening this week on the town.
Hey, this is Jody. The merriment continues as we count down to the holidays. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, check out the Piedmont Winterfest happening now through January 29th. Lace up your skates and head over to LeBauer Park. There's also an ice slide for lots of family fun. For more details on Winterfest, including schedule and specials, head over to PiedmontWinterfest.com. While you're downtown, take a trip over to Green Hill Art Gallery and experience their Winter Show 2018. Winter Show brings together over 100 artists each year from across North Carolina and constitutes a comprehensive survey of the finest art being produced by artists who either reside or have lasting ties to the state. Patrons will have the opportunity to purchase the art as well. The gallery is up now through January 18, so don't miss it. For more information, visit greenhillnc.org. This weekend, come watch the timeless holiday classic that has inspired countless people for over 60 years at the Carolina Theater as they show It's a Wonderful Life starring James Stewart. Set on Christmas Eve, an angel helps a compassionate but despairingly frustrated businessman by showing what life would be like if he never existed. There'll be showings on Saturday at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. and on Sunday at 3 p.m. For ticket information, visit carolinatheater.com. Did you know Greensboro offers a wide range of special events, performances, volunteer and giving opportunities, craft classes, contests, and more for all the winter holidays? All activities are free unless otherwise noted. For a complete list of city-sponsored holiday events, go to greensboro-nc.gov and click on the free holiday events link under the Spotlight section on the homepage. Keep watching FYI Weekly right here on GTN and have a safe and happy holiday season.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has 23 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. Today we place the spotlight on the 3 departments that work together to make Operation Bedroll possible. This collaboration between GPD, field operations, and the library is an effort to keep non-recyclable materials out of the landfill while providing the homeless with a mat to sleep on this winter. The bedrolls provide an insulating layer to prevent the loss of body heat for someone who sleeps outdoors. Greensboro's residential recycling program does not accept plastic bags because they can get tangled in sorting machines at the recycling center. Residents may recycle plastic bags and other plastic wrap or film items at participating local retailers such as grocery stores. All materials must be clean, dry, and free of food residue prior to being recycled. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the city departments that work to provide services during Winter Storm Diego. Thank you to the field operations employees who worked 24 hours taking turns in 12-hour shifts to prepare the primary and secondary roads with hundreds of pounds of salt. They diligently made the rounds to keep the streets clear following the record snowfall of 12 inches. The fire department monitored the weather conditions, police officers assisted more than 600 stranded drivers, and Guilford Metro 911 answered calls for traffic accidents and road hazards. Last but not least, the Communications and Marketing Department issued news releases and posted updates on social media, while City Manager David Parrish and Mayor Nancy Vaughn conducted interviews on the Weather Channel and NBC Nightly News. It was truly a team effort that enabled the Gate City to weather this storm. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Be sure to download our weekly podcast, Talk City Greensboro. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.